Nernst equation, last time also we have already seen. So now let us take one equation. इधर में एक इक्वेशन ले लिया, मेटल आयन से इसमें वैलेंसी n प्लस है, तो अगर n प्लस में n इलेक्ट्रॉन मिल गया, that means you got n electrons, then you will get metal solid. Now we will write the equation. On the equation, electrode potential of the metal ions, that means m n power n plus oblique m is equal to standard electrode potential E naught. E naught, how we will find out? E naught of anode minus cathode. From that, E of anode minus cathode, from that we need to find out E naught minus 2.303 RT NF, a log of 1. Then within bracket we have n plus 1 comes from the product concentration m, concentration of m. So it is a pure substance. So pure substance we have taken concentration 1. So that is why we have written 1 here. Now if you substitute real gas constant value, if you substitute temperature at 298 and Faraday 96500, if you substitute, then the whole answer you will get it 0.0591. So this value we can write as a 0.0591 divided by n. Now log of 1 to the power 1 divided by m to the power n plus concentration. So this is what the Nernst equation for the given metal. Now same equations, let us take it here also. अभी ए जनरल इक्वेशन ले लिया, ए इसका स्टोइकोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट स्मॉल ए है और आपका रिएक्टेंट ए है, स्टोइकोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट बी, then your reactant B. When these two combine, then you will get stoichiometric coefficient C and your product is C, and stoichiometric coefficient D, product is D here. So E cell equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT by NF, log of product concentration. This stoichiometric coefficient rises as a power. तो हम लोग ये रिएक्शन क्वेश्चन निकालने का क्लास 11 में जो पढ़ा था वही सेम सिस्टम है, प्रोडक्ट डिवाइड बाय रिएक्टेंट. तो अब C का पावर C हो गया, D का पावर स्मॉल d हो गया, और A का पावर स्मॉल a हो गया, B का पावर स्मॉल b. तो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव. नाउ कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्योर सॉलिड एंड लिक्विड इज टेकन एज यूनिटी, एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड. 1 क्यों लेता है बोल के, तो 1 जो है क्यों लेता है, प्योर सॉलिड होने से, नहीं तो प्योर लिक्विड होने से इसका कंसंट्रेशन आपको कितना लेना है, 1 लेगा. नाउ इफ द रिएक्शन रीच इनटू द इक्विलिब्रियम, जब इक्विलिब्रियम पहुंच जाता है तो रिएक्शन क्वोशिएंट का वैल्यू जो है Kc होगा. देन वी कैन राइट एट इक्विलिब्रियम ई सेल बिकम 0. इक्विलिब्रियम मीन्स नो मोर रिएक्शन. तो नो मोर रिएक्शन मीन्स सेल में अब करेंट नहीं रहेगा. जब करेंट नहीं रहेगा तो उसका कंसंट्रेशन क्या होना चाहिए, 0 होना चाहिए. तो अभी आपका ये वैल्यू को ऊपर का रिएक्शन में हम लोग कॉपी कर लिया, तो ई नॉट सेल 0 हो गया. 0 इक्वल टू ई सेल माइनस 2.303 NF, log ऑफ क्या आ गया अभी हम लोग का C कंसंट्रेशन टू द पावर C, D कंसंट्रेशन टू द पावर D, A कंसंट्रेशन टू द पावर A, B कंसंट्रेशन टू द पावर B आ जाएगा. जब ये आता है तो अभी ये माइनस सिंबल के इस तरफ चला जाओ, मतलब ऑल्टरनेट साइड में चला जाओ, तो 0 के साइड में चला जाए, क्या हो गया, पॉजिटिव हो गया अभी. तो ये 2.303 RT by F, इसका वैल्यू कितना बोला, 0.0591 बोला गया, ठीक है ना. तो हम लोग ई सेल इक्वल टू 0.0591 डिवाइड बाई n, log ऑफ Kc. एट काम है 298 केल्विन. नाउ क्लियर. माइनस L if goes to this side means positive. Whole this is only one value, 2.303 RT, log of C to the power concentration, D to the power concentration. This is whole one value. Yeah. So this E naught cell equal to this. So अभी Now Gibbs free energy change equal to minus NF इनोट सेल बोल के। तो आप इधर में गिब्स फ्री एनर्जी कब होता है? गिब्स फ्री एनर्जी मीन्स द maximum capacity of work. Maximum capacity of work. Energy required for that is what we call as a Gibbs free energy बोलते हैं। ओके, तो गिब्स फ्री एनर्जी का वैल्यू हम लोग इलेक्ट्रिकल वर्क डन होने से क्या बोलता है? बोला माइनस एन एफ इनोट सेल। सो एन मीन्स नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सचेंज, एफ मीन्स फराडे चार्ज इन फराडे, और एन इनोट सेल मीन्स योर वोल्टेज। सो वी हैव like this one we can find out this. Now for a spontaneous reaction means the reaction अपना आप करेगा बोलने से क्या होना चाहिए? Gibbs free energy changes should be negative होना चाहिए। ओके, तो for that E cell become क्या होना चाहिए? Positive आएगा। ओके, that type of cells we can take one example of that is what? Galvanic cell. Clear? Like this one non spontaneous means क्या होना चाहिए? Inert cell become positive, E cell become negative, and that will comes in case of what? Electrolytic cell. Okay, and then in your dead battery जब मर गया तो स्टैंडर्ड मतलब मर गया मतलब काम नहीं होता है, काम नहीं होता मतलब गिब्स फ्री एनर्जी जीरो हो जाएगा, तब इनोट सेल क्या होगा? जीरो होगा। ओके, सो वी कैन फाइंड आउट ए रिलेशन बिटवीन फ्री एनर्जी चेंज एंड इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट। यहाँ से हम लोग डेल्टा जी स्टैंडर्ड इक्वल टू माइनस 2.303 RT बाई NF होना चाहिए इसमें। ओके, RT बाई NF log ऑफ KC है। ओके, तो अब इधर से KC निकालो बोल के क्वेश्चन आ सकता है। वी कैन गिव डेल्टा जी स्टैंडर्ड एंड वी कैन गिव ए रिएक्शन दे देगा। रिएक्शन क्यों देना पड़ रहा है? आपका N निकालने के लिए, समझ में ना? तो N निकालने के लिए जब रिएक्शन देगा तो ये लोग KC निकालो बोल के पूछ सकते हैं। ओके, तो KC निकालने का मतलब अब क्या करेगा? NT लोग लेना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वैल्यू लोग के वैल्यू से। ओके, दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव, दिस इज अबाउट योर। नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक व्हाट वी नीड टू गो इज अबाउट द कंडक्टेंस। तो कंडक्टेंस क्या है? आपका टेक्स्ट बुक में, टेक्स्ट बुक का पेज नंबर 'What we have discussed is up to page number 22 to 24, 72 to 74 we have already discussed here in this part. So you can see it in your example 3.1. In the example 3.1 of page number 73, represent a cell in the following reaction take place. Mg solid, then 2 times of Ag plus, then your concentration becomes 0.001 m, then that gives magnesium 2 plus, concentration is 0.130 molarity plus 2G, and calculate the E cell if inert cell is 3.17. Okay, so then you need to write the cell equation. Cell equation means here what we have seen is that magnesium changes to Mg2 plus, that means electron is lost, this become NO. NO should be written first, so we have written Mg oblique Mg2 plus, then concentration 0.130 m, then your Sol bridge is there, then reduction part, that is cathode, you need to write it. Okay, cathode Ag plus, then 0.001 m oblique Ag. This is what our cell representation. Okay, after writing cell representation, we need to find out E cell equal to inert cell minus 2.303 RT by NF, then log of your product concentration means Mg2 plus and Ag is there. Okay, तो Mg2 plus का आगे में नंबर नहीं है इसलिए पावर नहीं होगा. क्लियर. Ag सॉलिड है, पावर सॉलिड का कितना बोला 1, तो 1 स्क्वायर कितना हो गया 1 हो गया. ओके, तो मीन्स 1 इंटू Mg2 प्लस मीन्स क्या आ गया Mg2 प्लस आ गया कंसेंट्रेशन. ओके, समथिंग लाइक दिस वन. आपका Mg इज देयर इन द डाउन साइड रिएक्टेंट साइड. Mg सॉलिड है 1 है, तो आपके Ag की पावर 2 चला जाएगा. ओके, सो वी सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस वन. देन इंस्टेड ऑफ 2.303 RT by F, we substitute 0.059, and then here 2 electron is lost, is not? So N become 2. Clear? So E cell we have given as what? 317. Okay? So putting the value of log of 0.130 and then 0.001 whole square, then you will get 0.21 volt minus your 3.17 volt minus 0.21 volt. So you will get 2.96 volt. Clear? This is your calculation. Like this one, you need to find out E cell or E node cell. Okay? This is what we have. Now in the activity 3.2 again, calculate the equilibrium constant for the reaction. Here copper solid comes to 2Ag plus, then gives Cu2 plus and twice Ag. So here also you know that copper lost electrons. So copper will be the anode and Ag will be the cathode. Clear? So you need to write E cell equal to what we have 0.059 by N log of Kc. You know? So we have E node cell here 0.46. Okay, 0.46 equal to 0.059 by 2 electron is there. Okay, then log of Kc. Now we need to find out log Kc. So log Kc means you undergo cross multiplication, then 0.46 into 2 divide by your concentration, your E node cell 0.059. तो ये दोनों डिवाइड हो गया मल्टीप्लाई करके, तो कितना मिला 15.6. सो एंटी-लॉग ऑफ 15.6 you take it. Anti-log of 15.6. Then you will get Kc. Kc equal to 3.92 into 10 to the power 15. Clear? Log into 1 by log. 1 by log means anti-log. So log will cancel. You multiply both sides 1 by log. Okay? 1 by log means anti-log. Clear? Now this is your calculation. Again, let us see how to find out. That is standard Gibbs free energy change of the reaction. That is in example 3.3. The standard electrode potential of dinyl cell is 1.1. Calculate the standard Gibbs free energy change for the reaction. Your dinyl cell reaction we have given here. Zinc lost 2 electrons, so zinc become anode. Copper gain 2 electrons, so copper become cathode. Clear? So standard free energy change means what we have minus NF E node cell. So your E node cell you have already know that 1.1 volt. Okay. So here how many electrons? 2 electrons. So we have 2 Faraday of electrons. Okay. 2 Faraday means 2 into N become 2. Okay. F become your 96487, or approximately you can take 96500. Okay. Clear? And your E node cell become 1.1 volt. Clear now? So Faraday constant. Okay. So like this one, if you multiply all these things, you will get minus 212.27 kilojoules per mole. Okay. So the value of delta G standard is what? Negative. This shows that the reaction is of spontaneous. Clear? Okay. So sometimes we may ask whether the reaction become spontaneous or not. Clear? So if in the question it asks whether the reaction becomes spontaneous or not, then you need to find out E naught, which is delta G standard. Okay, if delta G standard become negative, that means that the reaction becomes spontaneous. If not, the reaction is non-spontaneous. So like this one we need to check it. Now let us go to the page number 75, that is conductance of electrolytic solution. Conductance of electrolytic solution. As we know that conductance means it is the flow of electric current through a conductor. It is the flow of electric current through a conductor, that we call as a conductance. So it is represented by capital G. It is represented by capital G. So it is nothing the reciprocal of your resistance. Resistance means to restrict the flow of electrons. Okay, to restrict the flow of electric current. That is we call as a resistance. So opposite of resistance we call as a conductance. So G equal to, we have 1 by resistance. So our resistance unit is what? Ohms. So the conductance unit become what? Ohms inverse, means the 1 by ohms. As we know that G equal to 1 by resistance. Clear? So ohms inverse. This ohms inverse means that the what ohms you convert it starting from the first one. Means that O is M is not. So M comes next, I is next, O. Then what is the unit? Ohms, O is M. Opposite, M is O. That is what? Mho. Okay, mho. Clear? Clear now? So another unit of, means that another unit of your conductance is mho. Clear now? So mho comes from one of opposite of ohms. Okay? So next is your specific conductance. Specific conductance. So before going to specific conductance, we have discussed here about your resistance first. Let us revise it. Resistance is directly proportional to length by cross-sectional area. Resistance is directly proportional to length by cross-sectional area. Okay? So that means resistance is actually the resistance of an object is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area. So if you join together, then resistance is directly proportional to L by A. So to make equality, this proposition symbol convert to equality means you need to put a constant, and this constant we call as a rho. Clear? Rho means resistivity. Clear? So resistivity is nothing. Resistivity is nothing what? Resistance of a conductor. If the length of the wire, the conductor is 1 and cross-sectional area is 1 centimeter square. Clear? Okay. So that means L and A take 1, 1. Clear? Then resistance is equal to rho. So means resistivity. So resistivity definition what I say? Resistivity is the resistance of a conductor of length 1 centimeter and cross-sectional area 1 centimeter square. Clear? This is what about the resistivity. Now the resistivity unit is what we have. Length means meter and area. So we have what? In SI unit, the unit of resistivity ohms meter. So we can say ohms meter is the SI unit of resistivity. Clear now? Now, Wheatstone bridge is nothing more. In your practical physics, you can use this one instrument. This instrument which is in page number 78, that picture 3.5, that is your Wheatstone bridge. So this is not required. Only you need to see it. Okay. Now we have already know this one. Now let us see specific conductance K, kappa. we call K means what? Kappa. So the reciprocal of specific resistance we call as a kappa. Let us see it here. G is equal to 1 by R, as we have already discussed, is na? Okay. So again, G equal to resistivity, then what? A by resistivity L. Then this is equal to Ka by L. Okay. So this here K is called as a specific conductivity, kappa. K is called as a specific conductivity, kappa. Yeah. That means K is nothing, the inverse of resistivity. The inverse of K is nothing, inverse of resistivity. Okay. 1 by K, 1 by resistivity, that we call as a kappa. Clear? Okay. So 1 by K is, 1 by resistivity is equal to kappa. That is what? Specific conductivity. So in the picture, K equal to 1 by rho. This is equal to L by R A. Here A is your area. This is equal to G into L 1 by A. This is equal to G into cell constant, and cell constant is represented by G standard. Cell constant is nothing, length by area of a cell. Length by, you can write it, cell constant is equal to length by area. Length by area. So here we have K equal to 1 by rho. 1 by rho, this is equal to L A by R. This is equal to G L by A. This is equal to G into G standard. That is what? Cell constant. Now this is the equation which is there, G equal to G standard. This is the equation. Now the unit of kappa, that is what? Specific conductivity is equal to ohms inverse and centimeter inverse. This is the unit. Cell constant unit is centimeter inverse. So specific conductivity decreases. You must recall this one, this point. Specific conductivity decreases on dilution. Specific conductivity decreases on dilution. And this is because concentration of ions per cubic centimeter decreases on dilution. We can ask why specific conductivity decreases on dilution. Clear? Question. Why specific conductivity decreases on dilution? Your answer is, it is because of decrease in concentration per cubic centimeter cube during dilution. Specific conductivity decreases on dilution. Why? Now, the unit of the SI unit of this kappa, we can also says that Siemens per centimeter cube. Sorry, Siemens per centimeter. Siemens per centimeter. So all the units you need to recall it. The SI unit of your K means kappa is Siemens per centimeter. Simon. Yo. Now, let us see electrical conductance in the page again 76. So you may open page number 76. The magnitude of conductivity varies a great deals and depends on the nature of the material. That means the amount of conductivity depends on the nature of the material. It also depends on temperature and pressure. It also depends on temperature of the pressure at which the measurements are made. Okay. If temperature changes, then your conductivity changes. Clear? So now let us take it. Suppose one conductor, if you heat it, okay, whether the conductivity increase or decrease? Huh? A conductor, if you heated a conductor, whether the conductivity is increase or decrease? It should be decrease. Okay. Why? That means while we heat it, the force of attraction gradually decreases. The force of attraction gradually decreases. Thereby electron start moving. Is it not? Okay. Majority of electron start moving means what? Electron cloud is there. So you can't move. The electrons cannot move easily. Okay. Due to that, automatically it will decreases. So this is what it was there. Now, same thing like this. Say in your market, if vehicles are more, then you can't drive the vehicle faster. Is no same thing like this. Clear na? So electrons are more means the movement become slow. So automatically conductivity gradually decreases. Clear? So that indicates that what? Your conductivity depends on temperature now. Okay, like this one. Based on this, we can easily classify a metal into what? Conductor, insulator, and semiconductor. Okay, which we have already discussed in the first chapter. That is, while we start discussing about the first chapter, I have given some conductivity ranges. On that range, I have already told that this much to this much is okay. Conductor this much to this much is in the, so you need to recall this point also. Okay. Now let us go to the superconductors. Superconductor means those materials in which zero resistivity is there. That means no resistance. Okay, that material we call as a superconductor. Yeah, superconductor means zero resistivity. Only metals and their alloy at a very low temperature, that is up to the temperature of 0 to 15 Kelvin, and this superconductivity is possible. Okay, to prepare superconductivity, majority of the temperatures is on 0 to 15 Kelvin. Yeah, but nowadays number of ceramic materials and other mixed oxides possess superconductivity till up to 150 Kelvin. Okay, so we can ask which material take as a superconductivity up to 150 Kelvin. So your answer should be ceramic material or other metal oxide. Like this one, you need to recall this part. Now, electrical conductance of a metal is called as what? Metallic conductor. And this electrical conductivity in metal is because of movement of electron. So the conductivity of a metal depends on three factors. First factor, the nature and the structures of the metal. The nature and the structure of the metal. This is the first factor. Second factor is number of the valence electron per atom. Clear? If valence electrons are more, then automatically what? The conductivity become faster. Okay? And third one is temperature. Okay? It decreases with increasing temperature, which we are going to discuss now. Clear? So these are the factors of your metallic conductor or metallic conductance. Okay? So again, the conductivity of a solution. In case of solution, means electrolytic conductance we have already told you, no? In case of electrolytic conductance, the movement of electrons is because of ions. So we may call this one as a what? Ionic conductance. Means electrolytic conductance can also call as ionic conductance. The conductivity of these substances, that means electrolyte, depends on some 5 factors. Okay? So first one, your nature of the electrolyte. Nature of the electrolyte. That means if it is a weak electrolyte, compulsory conductance become less. If it is of a strong electrolyte, conductance become more. This is what nature of the electrolyte. Second one is size of the ion produced and their solvation. Okay? If size of the ions is bigger, movement becomes slow, then automatically conductance become less. Clear? If solvation is more, then the interaction between solute and solvent is what? More. So automatically conductance means solvation increase means conductance decreases. Okay? Like this one, nature of the solvent and its viscosity. Clear? Polar solvent means more ions are there, isn't it? So conductivity is more. Clear? Like this one, it depends on nature of the solvent and concentration of the electrolyte. Okay? Means the concentration of the electrolyte more means more ions are involved in conductivity. Clear? So automatically conductance become increases. Last one is what? Temperature. If more temperature is there, more solute can dissolve. Isn't it? More solute can dissolve means more number of ions are produced. Thereby conductance automatically increases. Clear? So we can ask all these factors to explain. Clear now? So this explanation you need to recall it. Now next is about the your measurement of the conductivity of ionic solute. The measurement of the conductivity of ionic solution. जरा है ना सब लोग है क्या बोलते हैं Okay. Now measurement of conductivity of ionic solution. To measure the conductivity of ionic solution, means for a solutions to measure the conductivity is very difficult. Yeah. So in order to measure the conductivity in a particular solution, we need to take a cell. Okay. This cell is called as a conductivity cell. This cell is called as a conductivity cell. So first, let us try to see what are the difficulties to measure the conductivity of a solution. The first problem is passing of direct current. That means DC. If you pass DC, then composition of the solution changes. Clear? Okay. So we cannot pass DC directly. Means the direct current to the solution to measure the conductivity. Okay. So what we need to do it? AC need to be applied, not DC. Okay. Clear? And another one is that a solution cannot be connected to the bridge directly. Clear? Means that you cannot join the solution with the wire. Okay? Clear? These two difficulties arises. In order to solve this one, we need to use conductivity cell. We need to use conductivity cell. So here is the conductivity cell. This is the conductivity cell. Now in the conductivity cell we have 2 electrodes and 1 electrolytic solutions. Okay, so these 2 electrode we join with a conducting wires, and like this one also we can use conductivity cell. So platinum electrode is used. Now this is what our conductivity cell. Now basically this conductivity cell consists of 2 platinum electrode coated with platinum black. Okay, and platinum is deposited on the electrode. Platinum is deposited at the electrode. Now the area of cross section is equal to capital A, and the distance between the 2 electrodes is taken as L. Clear? Then the solution confined between the electrode is a column of length L and area A. The resistance of the column of solution is then given by R is equal to rho L by A. That means 1 by rho is what we call as a K. So K is L divided by Ka. This is the equation which we have here. Okay, as we have already discussed. Now here L by A, I have already told that it is called as what? Cell constant, and denoted by G standard. The value of cell constant depends on distance between the electrode and their area of cross section. Remember this. The value of G standard, that is what cell constant depends on distance between the electrode and their area of cross section. And has a dimension, that means the unit, here's a unit of what? Length inverse. Clear? So this is what we have. So measurement of L and A is not only inconvenient but also unreliable. The cell constant is usually determined by measuring the resistance of the cell containing a solution whose conductivity is already known. Clear? How to find out cell constant? A cell constant is usually determined by measuring the resistance of the cell. You need to measure the resistance of the cell first. Okay? Containing a solution whose conductivity is known already. Okay? So generally we put one of KCl solution whose conductivity is known accurately at various concentration at a different temperature, and the cell constant is given by the equation G star equal to L by A. This is equal to RK. This is equal to RK. This is what we have. Now to measure this one, you see the picture. So in the picture, okay, for today up to this only we'll discuss, and tomorrow we'll see the remaining part. Thank you.